Good morning, Waddles Park staff. It's Thursday, August 13th, 13 days before the first day of school, and I just wanted to do a video message to you to one, wish you well on your last little bit of summer break. I hope you're relaxing and getting those last few days of relaxation and sleep and rest. But looking forward to having you back. I've seen many of you in the building already, preparing your rooms. But the main reason for me sending you this video message is that I am going to ask all of you, all the teachers, to create a video message in YouTube, and that's important that you use the YouTube format. Don't use your cameras, your phones to create the video. Actually, do them on YouTube. I mean, you can use your phones, but do it in a YouTube format. It just makes things so much easier. And what we're asking you to do is just basically do the same message that you sent to me on the audio message, just in a video format. The whole district is asking the teachers to do that because we don't have the traditional meet the teacher night. We thought that a video message from the teachers would be better, and then what we're going to do is put those videos on the website for parents and students to go and view those. So be thinking about what you want to be in that video. I mean, a welcome, of course, but if there's anything particular to your class that you want to share with parents, then that would be appropriate in that video. Just like, think about having them with you at Meet the Teacher Night. What are the things that you want them to know about you in your classroom? And so those are the things that you would want to put in that video. I would say, it could be anywhere from a minute to 5 minutes long, just depending on what you want to share. So I encourage you, we're asking all teachers to have that video completed by August 25th at noon. And I am going to, in this same email that you're watching this video, there's a Google Doc for you to actually put the link to your YouTube video into that Google Doc, so we have just one place where everybody's will be held, and then there will be a similar thing for parents to go in and view all of those. So I am asking every teacher, regardless, specials teachers, special ed, everyone, to put it on there, and so it gives people the opportunity to see, they know what teachers are touch their kids, type of thing, and so they would just be able to look at those videos. A couple other things I wanted to share in this video. Class assignments will be going out next week. We were asked we were going to try to get those out by tomorrow, but we've been asked by the district to hold back on that until first part of next week. We're still don't have staffing 100% at Waddles Park at this point. We have three virtual teachers, three of our teachers going to a virtual team. Sherry Singer, Nicole Parada, and Angie Taft are all going to be virtual teachers this year, so they will have students assigned to them and they will be teaching virtually. But we are going to be able to keep them in our building doing their virtual instruction from their classrooms. So we're fortunate in that we have the space at Waddles Park to do that. And so they'll still be part of their teams and everything. So that's a good thing. To cover, we are going to have a 3-4 split classroom this year. And so Tammy Snyder has been transferred from the middle school down to us. So she will be with us doing the 3rd, 4th split class. And we have offered the first grade position the class that Nicole was supposed to teach face to face. We've offered that to a teacher, and that we went through a interview process last week, and we've made an offer, and she's supposed to get back with me by noon today if she's going to accept that offer. So hopefully by the end of today we will have staff, teaching staff anyway, set. Some other additions that I can share is Nada Lopnow, many of you know her, will be coming to us as a para-interventionist this year. She was at Beta Lake last year as a para-interventionist, and they had to reduce the number of paras that they had in their building by one, so Nada is coming over to us. Because Cassandra Krall has decided to take a year off. I think she sent out an email to everybody explaining that. But and then we did lose Myrna Lindsley. She was laid off, and so we have a couple folks, and I can't say for certain who those are at this point, but we do have a couple aides that are coming to our building from other schools. One to work in kind of the same role as what Myrna worked, and then we'll have another aide that will be assigned to the early learning classroom to work with Julie Mead in the early learning room. So that's all I can think of right off the top of my head. Lunch aides. So Lori Burning has decided to retire with her husband, so she will not be back this year. Her husband's retiring September 1st, so she's decided to kind of spend more time with grandkids. So, but she was very thankful for the opportunity to serve at Waddles Park, and we loved having her here. And then Chris Beaver and Tracy Fraley will be our lunch aides. And I'll explain more about how lunch will work this year. It'll be a little bit different with supervision, but we have a plan in place, and we'll share more on that on the 25th when we have our staff meeting. All right, and then a couple other dates important. This coming Monday is our Chromebook drop-off, and I have time set as from 9 to 12 and 3 to 6 on Monday, and these are for any kids that were assigned Chromebooks back in the spring, and every kid, regardless if they're going to stay virtual or back face-to-face, they need to return it so that those Chromebooks can be cleaned up, refurbished, maybe put back into a certain classrooms, and then they will be reissued at a later date. In fact, the virtual student Chromebook pickup is going to be Friday, August 21st from 9 to 12 and 3 to 6. So same times, but just a few days different. So Chromebook drop-off is Monday, August 17th, this next Monday, and then the following Friday, August 21st, is the virtual Chromebook pickup for parents to drive up and either drop off their Chromebook or pick up their Chromebook, regardless, depending on what they're doing. So I am looking for volunteers that would be willing to work those two events. So if you are able to do that, please shoot me a text and let me know that if that's a possibility. I'm not going to assign a lot of people to each of the time frames, 1 or 2 people probably. I don't expect to be extremely busy because many of the Chromebooks were returned already, but we still have a few out. So, and then virtual could be a little busier that day. If we had 2 people, I think that would be good in each time slot because, we have 100 Waddles Park kids that have signed up for virtual. So over 100. So that could be somewhat busy. All right, and then the last thing on this video, PTC has bought everyone a nice HC mask, and so I will just I will be putting those in your mailboxes. Alex Nicklage's company made these for us, and they did say that they should be washed and dried before you wear them the first time. Okay, so a nice addition, and everyone's looks the same, so it might be a good idea to take something, either tie something onto the strap so that it's yours, or If anybody had a white Sharpie or something and write initials on the inside, it might be helpful just to know whose is whose, because they do all look the same, and we've got about 50 of them in the building. So, all right, well, have a wonderful day, and talk to you again soon.